Welcome back to another Light Up with Adera, and I'm here today with Lehla Moran, who owns Salt Wellness and Alimitox. And the coolest thing about your work is that you went in and bought this salt room.
The flotation.
Yes, because you saw such a difference in yourself when you started to take care of your body and your wellness in this way. So you were like, yes, I'm all for it. But really, at the end of the day, there's so many more ways that people can work on their selves, especially when they're suffering with chronic
Illnesses, for sure. Yes. So I grew up surrounded by a lot of people who were sickly, cancer, deaths, etc., kind of heavy in a sense. But I ended up reading Alive magazines at my grandmother's house and seeing these healthy, happy people in the magazines. And at a very young age, I was like, I really want to be one of those healthy, happy people, because there's a lot of unhealthy and unhappy people around me at times, family dynamics or just friends of families, what have you. And I knew that at a young age, I wanted to have some kind of healing spa, a spa where people could come and de-stress, relax, but then also heal from illnesses so they could live happier, healthier lives. So when I did have the opportunity to take salt, I saw potential there because there were a lot of healing, or there was a couple of healing modalities that I knew I could add to.
Yeah, because you have massage there, you have somatic healing.
We have 15 different services.
Wow.
To support people physically, mentally, emotionally, and then nutritionally. I'm also a registered holistic nutritionist. So all these systems play a role in people's health and preventing disease. So whether someone has a chronic illness or not, sometimes we can even do these things proactively, which is an important factor to prevent disease.
Yes, you don't want to be in disease and then be like, oh, wow, I've got to help myself. It's much easier to just be helping yourself along the way.
Well, and I mean, people hear about, the silent killer inflammation. In the early stages, we don't always necessarily get symptoms. We might have little minor symptoms that we're unaware of. And we don't realize that they're kind of creeping up behind the scenes. And then we start to see symptoms, and then the symptoms get worse. Things progress. So being proactive to kind of stay on top of that. And inflammation can be caused by a physical injury. It can be caused by overload emotional stress. There can be neurotransmitter imbalances causing mental health conditions. And then obviously nutrient deficiencies play a role as well. So there's a lot of reasons why inflammation can start. Genetics plays a role. So kind of assessing all the different factors involved to determine, how somebody can either prevent or manage existing conditions.
So it's interesting that you mentioned inflammation a couple times. Is that sort of the underlying cause of disease and dysfunction for people's bodies?
Well, again, genetics can play a role, but we are surrounded by environmental toxins. Our food over the years has evolved into not so healthy unless you're being very aware and staying on top of what you're putting in your body. And what you're putting in your body affects your digestion, and digestion affects our mental health. They all it's one big, huge puzzle. So they all work together. And it's kind of working with the person where they're at and kind of going back into, okay, where do we start? And what is the root? Because if we want to find out what the cause is, so we can kind of nip it in the bud, put a halt to it. And of course, there's a lot of people, fibromyalgia, rheumatoid arthritis, chronic fatigue, cancer, etc. These things all happen for a variety of reasons. And obviously conventional medicine or pharmaceutical drugs sometimes must play a role. However, I like to encourage people to, alongside their pharmaceutical meds that can cause side effects, to have other options to either help them wean off or to help them manage any side effects from those pharmaceutical drugs. And this also helps to manage their health. I also offer a lot of different mental health and emotional health techniques to help people with their chronic stress and anxiety. So whether they have a specific illness or not, we all have stress, and they are all at varying levels. So working with people and encouraging them, empowering them to have these self-care management techniques. And one of them is just being in nature even. I'm a huge advocate of nature. I think it's so healing at the physiological level. And it's free, but it's so accessible for everybody.
Except if you're in Three Hills, like my other client, where they don't have anything. It's like farmland and trees are not planted. And I was like, oh, that would just be so hard. We're so lucky here on the West Coast.
We really are. I love living here. However, you can go outside anywhere and plant your feet on the earth. It's instantly grounding.
Right.
Just having your bare feet on the earth, just being outside with the oxygen, serotonin boosting from the sunshine. So, of course, trees are, the go-to here. We're so blessed here to have access to that, and the ocean. But you can still get outside and enjoy nature in a variety of ways to help you. Yeah, for sure.
I love that people can walk into Salt Wellness and want to float, or are thinking they'd like to do the salt room or something, just to have some time with a girlfriend, or just to take a little time out or self-care time. But then, diving in a bit further, I love that you offer that they can actually go on a journey to finding out what's maybe causing their health issues that they might be ignoring, or thinking that it's stress related, which it possibly is. But that there's other pieces going on there, and that you can help them physically, emotionally, mentally.
Yes. Well, people come in especially for floating, they want to try the experience. It's a really unique, wonderful experience, and it's very restorative. Some people come to Salt for a spa day, but many of our clients are suffering from physical pain, chronic fatigue, stress. Maybe they're shift workers and they're suffering with insomnia. A variety of reasons. So they'll come and use the services. They generally have a program. So we have various packages.
Oh, do you put programs together for them?
I will individualize programs for people depending on their needs. So they can book a discovery call with myself through Salt Wellness or Limitox Health. And I'll design a program that usually involves assessing, is there any dysbiosis or gut imbalance? Is there any neurotransmitter imbalance, nutrient deficiencies, the root cause of the stress, which can piggyback and cause the physical problems, etc. So we kind of go over everything holistically. So we're not just pinpointing one area. It is quite a dynamic and in-depth assessment to find out where to start and where we're going to go.
So besides you being a business owner and already being really great with accounting and books, because that was sort of your past life too, right? Where is the light in this for you? Like, what really fuels you and gets you so excited? Is it seeing the transformation that people experience, or is it just giving them the answers to things that they...
No, because sometimes people can find their own answers along the journey.
Okay.
And it's really, my biggest thing is I love empowering and encouraging people and helping them find their own strength, and that they have everything they need. They just need some tools. They might need some guidance. They might need encouragement. They might need some more awareness around what they already know. And that strength is in there. And I love fueling that strength and just helping them realize, wow, I have all this potential in me, and I'm going to go. I'm going to do it. And that's what really brings me a lot of happiness.
That's so cool. They're going to take care of them, basically. Yeah. Thank you, Lehla. Yeah. Helping them along their way there. That's awesome.
And it's not just me helping. I do also refer out to other practitioners. I have a whole network of variety of practitioners and different colleagues, because you need more than one practitioner in your basket, especially when there's a chronic illness involved. We want to have certain key people that will help us along our journey, that we trust, we feel safe with, that are going to help us physically, mentally, and emotionally.
Yeah, so good.
Mm-hmm.
Awesome. Well, thanks for coming on the show.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, and if anyone wants to go on a journey of self-discovery and feeling really good about their body and what is available to them to make it feel even better, then
just the resources even.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah. Hit me up for discovery call. I'll be happy to chat more.